Hello everyone, so welcome to today's video. Today we have something different. I am trying a very buzzed about foundation. This brand is very popular. It's in Sephora and you can also order it online. It's the Haus brand from Lady Gaga and I am trying the Triclone foundation. I have been very curious about it for the longest time, and recently when the brand launched the discovery kits, I decided to take that opportunity to try the formula for myself, try to see if I can find a better match. So the discovery kit comes with 3 different shades within a specific skin tone category. So I chose the fair, they have it for light, medium, and so on and so forth, and within that category is 3 shades. So they do come in glass little bottles, which I really appreciate how it's a little bit more of a luxury touch there with the glass. But I decided to try this kit because I thought it was a really great way for me to find my accurate match. We've all been there where we've tried a foundation that is very popular. We try to go in-store and match ourselves or even do online matching, and sometimes it works and sometimes we don't get it right. And I have lots of foundations and sometimes I still get it wrong. And this sort of helps take the guesswork out of the undertones. If you look at the foundation online on the Haus website, you will see that there is a tool to help you find your right match. The undertones, the cool, neutral, and warm, for them is completely opposite of what another brand is going to do. They are more geared towards the artistry way of undertones and color matching. So their cool tones are going to be more golden. And I'm wearing a cool tone today, and I normally never choose cool tone for myself. Their warm is going to be more pink based. Their neutrals is going to be kind of right in the middle between cool and the warm tones. And that can be kind of confusing and kind of throws the consumers off when you buy something that is warm or neutral, because that's what you are accustomed to buying, and then you realize, wait a minute, this is opposite to what I expected or what every other brand is doing. And that is probably why many people can't find a good match. And you know, I personally had a hard time finding my color. I did the quiz online and it said one shade, but to me the photos looked a little bit more pink, and I was going to purchase the next shade up, which ended up honestly being the better match. And it worked out. It was included in the discovery kit for the fair tones, which I am happy about. But I was going to choose, honestly, a warm tone in the very beginning when this product first launched. I was going to buy a warm tone just because that's what I would have purchased normally, or a neutral tone. But the photos were just completely different. So that's why it's taken me so long to buy this foundation, to even try it for myself, because I wasn't quite sure what I was getting myself into. So when you go online to order the discovery kit, the initial cost is the shipping, which is a flat rate that they will charge you. And I'm pretty sure the shipping is going to be the same cost for everyone. And with this discovery kit comes a 21-day trial. So what that means is that you get this kit for the cost of shipping, and you choose the one that works for you inside of that kit. And then you place an order for the full size. If you order the full size bottle, the kit ends up being free if it's purchased within that 21-day trial. And if you buy the kit and you decide that it's not the right colors, or you don't like the formula and you don't like the way it wears throughout the day, then they will eventually charge your credit card the full amount for the kit, which is $12.95. So $12.95 plus the shipping and whatever applicable taxes are for the state that you live in. So you will just have to know that in advance to order this kit, that if you don't buy the full size, they will charge you the $12.95 fee for the kit. So all in all, it could cost you right around 20 bucks or so to try everything, or maybe a little bit more, a little less, give or take. Again, it goes based off of taxes where you live. That will kind of change the cost a bit for one person versus the other. I thought that was a great way to try the product. Honestly, it's pretty genius that it allows the consumer to try a few different shades. Instead of just selecting one color and hoping for the best, you get to try 3 different colors and really kind of feel which one is best for you. And you may think that one tone would work, but then maybe another one is more flattering and completely different than what you expected. So I honestly hope that other brands kind of do something like this. I think many consumers would probably really enjoy something like this to try in the future, like a discovery kit or a kit of different tones within a certain color range category. I know I personally would buy that. I don't know, would you? Would you be interested in doing that? If other brands did something like this, would you buy it? Because I'm kind of curious. I think this would go well in the beauty industry. I think for me, it would have solved a lot of issues with having the wrong undertone, the wrong color, having to return it, having to drive to the store, having to send it back in the mail. It can be multiple steps just to fix the wrong shade. So today we're gonna sort of do shade matches. I'm gonna show you the swatches, the colors, the bottles, the application. I will show you what I'm wearing on top of it so you can see this full face and what kind of came together today. And I will also touch base with you tomorrow in the video so you can see what it looks like with other products, other primers, and we're just gonna have fun with it. So if you wanna see how this ended up working out for me, then just keep watching. Here's what the packaging looks like when you open your Discovery Kit. They are mini little bottles. They are glass, frosted glass with a shiny black cap, and you get a decent amount of product. I feel like what you are given in this Discovery Kit is enough to not only find your match, but also to wear for several days in a row in order to figure out if the formula works with your skin type, with your skincare, your base products, anything else that you wear with your foundation, if it's going to play well with those products. So I'm going to share with you the tones that came in the Fair kit. First one is 030 Fair Cool. The second shade was 040 Fair Neutral. And the third is 050 Cool. Their way of doing the undertones is rooted towards the more artistry, the more professional route. So their cool tones are actually going to have a more yellow base and more golden tone, which goes against what we're accustomed to. Most brands, when they say cool, they mean something with a pink or kind of peachy type of undertone. But for Haus Labs, the cool is going to be more golden. The neutral is going to be a balance between pink and more kind of golden. It's not going to lean one or the other. It's going to be right in the middle. And then the warms are going to be a little bit more on the pink side, which again goes against what we come to expect when we see W in the numbers or the description of a foundation product. We typically think warm, so we're going to go golden, we're going to go yellow, we're going to maybe possibly go a little orange, and that sort of warm spectrum, but it actually is opposite for Haus Labs. For today's primer, I'm going to stick with something pretty simple and basic. This is the Laura Geller Original Clear Spackle Primer that helps extend the wear of your foundation, but it doesn't add any mattifying claims, nothing to smooth and minimize pores. It doesn't add a glow or any radiance or luminous glow to the skin. It is clear, so when it goes on, it's just kind of creating like a perfected base for your foundation. So I feel like it's a good one to try and see how this foundation wears for me throughout the day. So I'm going to just do one pump, and it has a little bit of a, it looks white, but when you kind of blend that into the skin, you'll see it is clear. There's absolutely no color to it. I have my damp sponge, and I've got a couple brushes that I could use for the application. So I think I'm going to start with the brush and then kind of work my way towards the sponge. So here on my makeup palette, I will show you, these are the colors so you can see what they look like: 30, 40, and 50. So 30, 40, and 50. So I'm going to take my Profusion Buffing Foundation FD1 brush to sort of pick up a little bit of the shade 50 Cool. So this is the shade that I think works best, or that I would have purchased full size. This is 050 Cool, and the best place to do a swatch to get your exact match would be your jawline. I like to do a long strip from my cheek down through my jawline and into just a little bit of my neck area so that I can fully see how everything is going to be, because I do have a little bit of rosiness right through here where I have larger pores, and then my neck is a little bit darker than my face. So to me, this looks like it's going to be a good match with my neck. Hopefully you can see that. And I will swatch next to it. This color here is 040 Cool. And then we're going to do 30 Cool. So 30 Cool is very, very light. So I am very happy to see that 50 Cool is the best match out of the three. So I'm using a brush to apply 050 Cool. And I think it's a pretty good match. And although I haven't applied a whole lot so far, that small little amount is enough to kind of even my skin tone out a little bit. And it still looks like skin, which is a good thing so far. So I need to add a little bit more to my makeup palette, and I'm going to continue blending this product out. Okay, so that was I would say the equivalent to 2 dots applied all over my face. It's very sheer right now, so I do need to sort of build this up, but I wanted you to see what it looks like right now. Honestly, I could leave it like this and do concealer under my eyes, spot conceal, and then just have a thinner, more lightweight finish to the skin and very minimal product, because what I use is like a quarter of what I would have normally used in a regular foundation. So I didn't quite get like a full pump's worth. So I still have to kind of build that up to get where I want to be today. But this honestly looks really nice. Blended in very smoothly, seamlessly. I don't have any streaks from my foundation brush, which is a bonus. And it just looks like skin, but more perfected. So far, initially, I'm really enjoying the way this looks. So I'm going to sort of layer this up, and then we'll kind of reassess and see what it looks like after I apply all of my products on top, and then just see how this works out for me as the day progresses. Okay, so here's the foundation with an amount that I would say is pretty close to being a full pump of product. And I do think it helped even out the skin tone. It did cover decently. I have a scratch here from my 10-month-old, and I have a couple little spots that are more like sunspots, and you can still see that a little bit. I didn't necessarily put a lot to give myself a full coverage. I'm sure I could build it up because it is building up quite nicely. But it just looks very fresh, and it has a subtle kind of, I would say a slight kind of dewy finish. Not overly shiny and greasy looking, but it's definitely not a matte finish. It's a little bit more than a satin finish, so I would say kind of like somewhat like a natural slash a bit of dewiness. I know that's probably not the best way to describe the finish, but I hope you get what I mean. It's not super dewy and luminous and glowy, but it's not also matte. It's kind of like right in between. So I just hope that it continues to wear this way throughout the day and it doesn't get oilier and it doesn't start to break down on me. But I am really happy so far with the way it applied. Here is the full completed face. I did apply just powder-based products today to see how it works with the foundation, and I will share with you what those are. The description box will also have them listed for you as well. Tomorrow I'm going to use the same foundation, but I'm going to incorporate some more cream-based and liquid-based products and see how that formula works with more creamier, dewier textures, and just kind of see how that wears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record tomorrow my full face using the foundation with other things and kind of let you see on camera what it looks like. And then I will share in the description my overall thoughts instead of doing a wear test for several days and compiling that into one video, because then it'll get a bit longer. But so far, I do enjoy the way it looks. It looks nice and smooth on the skin. I do like the color. I feel like it's a good match, and I'm really happy to have found one of those three to work, because there is a possibility that the 3 shades included in the Discovery Kit may not be a perfect match for someone. So as I mentioned previously, everything that I'm wearing today is powder-based products. The only cream or creamy texture is my concealer, and I did not use anything new or out of the ordinary for today's video. I used my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. I mixed 2 shades of those colors that I normally wear, so the meringue, which is neutral, and nougat, which is more golden. I mixed the 2 to get my current under eye concealer color. I did use a little bit of the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder that's from the Haus brand as well over my face, just very lightly with my dampened sponge, just to kind of set everything to see how the powder from the same brand works with their foundation. I do enjoy this powder on its own with other products, full foundations, skin tints, medium buildable foundations. I think this is a really great loose powder. For my bronzer, I used the Laura Geller Baked Bronze and Brighten in the fair tone. My blush for today is the Persona Georgia blush, which is a kind of satiny peach blush. And for highlighter, I use my Stila Kitten eyeshadow for highlight very, very sparingly. So that is the glow that you're seeing on the high points of my face. It's not the foundation. And for eyes, I did use my Charlotte Tilbury Quad. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter, the luxury palette, and it comes with 4 very shimmery shades. I did this one here that is like a lighter bronze. For lips, I lined and filled with the ABH lip liner in Dusty Rose, and I incorporated my Haus lip oil. Off the bat, I'm really not happy with the way it looks today. I did try a different primer. I did use a sponge to apply it, so that's a bit different. And I try to switch up the primers, concealers, and the products today. I'm going to talk you through what I'm wearing on my face for day 2, but I wanted you to see what it looks like after finishing up my makeup. Here on this side, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but as I was blending in my liquid bronzer and my liquid blushes, I took 2 different shades to mix today. It started lifting the foundation off of my face, and I can see more like little spots of where my skin is showing through. Then I have bronzer and blush, so it just looks very patchy and very uneven and not very well blended. So today I started with the Caliray So Blown Primer, and I applied the Haus Labs foundation on top of that. I did set the foundation a little bit with the Soft Matte Powder from NARS, and then I used my Givenchy loose powder to set my concealer. Today's concealer is a mixture of NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop with the Natasha Denona High Glam. Bronzer is my liquid bronzer, the Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer, and then I mixed a NARS blush and a Rare Beauty blush and applied that with a brush over the foundation. So I used this brush to apply the bronzer and the blush, and then I did my Estee Lauder, what is this? The Modern Mercury highlighter, which is a rose gold. And that is what I have on my face. Eyes, as far as eyeshadow, is just Urban Decay and Pat McGrath mix. I'm not really happy with really any part of my makeup today. The foundation is patchy. It's not looking very well. Pat McGrath eyeshadows were not blending today. I don't know if it's just my skin. I did exfoliate this morning, so maybe it has something to do with that. I have no idea. But I'm not really happy with the overall look today. I am going to continue wearing it just because I already did my makeup. And again, here is a look at the foundation. Let me know if you liked the way it looked yesterday or today. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that I was able to give you some information about this discovery kit. If you've heard about it, seen it on social media, and you kind of wondered how it worked, hopefully I was able to answer your questions. If you still have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I will try to help you as best as I can. I will list everything for you down below, what I'm wearing for today, for tomorrow's look, the foundation colors, the tone that I chose to order, and all the details will be listed for you in the description box. Thank you so much for spending some of your day here with me today. Take care, you guys, and I will catch you very soon. Bye-bye.